Hello and welcome to Tarot Arts Anjali. In today's pick a card reading, we're going to look at what the month of February is going to look like for you, all the changes, blessings, opportunities coming your way, and some specific messages for love and career. There are three tarot decks in front of you. Each of them have a different color crystal. We have blue, white, and green. So you can choose a crystal or a deck that you feel called to the most, and I'll see you in your tarot reading. Hello, and welcome to your reading pile number one. If you chose the Tarot of the Divine deck, then this is going to be your reading. If you want to purchase this deck, you can find the link in the description below. So, Spirit, what does pile one need to know about the month of February? What are the energies for pile number one? We have the Fool card. What energies are coming in the month of February for pile number one? We have Justice. So, two very strong major arcana cards coming up so far. Definitely, there seems to be strong energies being present. We have the Six of Wands. There are big changes, beginnings, recognition. We also have the Five of Cups and the Nine of Coins or the Nine of Pentacles. All right, pile number one. So, one thing that I can see in your reading, especially the first two cards itself being major arcana cards, it seems like February sort of is a turning point for many of you, pile number one. The Fool card, it tells me that there is some sort of a new beginning, something new that you are stepping into. It could be a new course, a new job, a new business idea, or even a new relationship for some of you. I do feel that either it's a new connection that's developing, or there is an unknown territory that you are almost stepping into. But instead of being something very scary, I actually see this as opening up a whole new world for you, because the Fool card, in this card, it talks about the Little Mermaid and how the Little Mermaid could now go beyond just the oceans and step out into the world and discover the world from a whole new perspective. So I feel that the very first energy, being the Fool energy, there is this big, huge shift that is taking place for you. You are really growing, you are almost stepping into another territory, and I feel that you will have all the resources to master the energies. And so be very open to new beginnings, be open to new change when it comes to the month of February. The Justice card coming up here, it also tells me about this is this idea of what you sow is what you reap. So if so far, if you have put in all the efforts, if you worked really hard towards something and now you're waiting to get your results, maybe you've really worked hard, you've it could be related to your academics, that you've performed really well, you've finished your submissions, your assignments, and you've really prepared well for your exam. So the Justice card is telling me that your rewards, they are going to be in proportion to the hard work that you've put in. Similarly, if it's regarding a job interview or you are waiting to hear back about something, there also I feel that the Justice card says that do the hard work, put in the effort, and then leave the result up to, know that the result will be in favor of you if you have done all the work in place. And similarly, the Justice, it also tells me that there is some form of a resolution that is taking place. So for example, if you felt that some decision in the past was wrong, maybe some person hurt you, someone close to you was behave towards you in an unjust manner. I feel that if there is a situation like that, if there was an argument, something of that sort, I feel that is being resolved. There is a peaceful resolution that is coming up. And similarly, if there was a past opportunity in terms of your career which was meant for you, but it was wrongly taken away from you, I feel you are getting justice, especially in terms of recognition. I feel that, with the Six of Wands being present here, this is all about getting recognition for the efforts that you have put in, being recognized for, like, getting the credit for the work that you've done, the credit that has been due for so long. So I see a couple of energies here for the collective. One thing is, if you were engaged in some team effort of some sort, and you really poured your all in, or maybe you outperformed your peers, you outperformed your teammates, but you didn't get the recognition for that, or maybe the entire group got to share the credit. I feel that moving forward, your individual talents and skills are being recognized more, your efforts are being recognized, your you are shining out from a group. If you are the one who, um, as I mentioned, if you've been working in a group and someone else is getting all the credit, I feel now, especially in the month of February, things might be turning around. As I mentioned with justice, what is yours, what is due for you to receive, you are getting that. No one else can take your credit, no one else can outshine you, especially when you have done all the work, when you have put in all the effort. So if the reward is meant for you, it will come, it will enter your life. That is the main energy that I see with the Six of Wands. Then with the Five of Cups here, it's quite interesting because all these energies have been really positive, but with the Five of Cups we do see some sense of disappointment. But again, the the very um, it's such an insightful card, because on the surface it seems as if it's just about disappointment, it's about feeling upset, it's about things not working out in our favor. But if you see behind the, yes, three cups they have spilled, but there are two cups that are still standing behind, and this tells me that it might seem that a certain situation is not working out in your favor, but as time progresses you will realize that there are still these opportunities around the corner. So I feel one major message from Spirit is to realign your focus a little bit, to, yes, allow yourself to grieve the opportunities that you couldn't, that couldn't enter your life, or that was taken away from you. But don't delve into those negative emotions so much that you forget to look right around the corner, these two cups that are still standing, or these two opportunities that are still available for you. So especially, as I mentioned, if there is something that you are waiting to hear back on, a promotion, a new job, or you are wanting to pursue a connection, but maybe you were scared that a previous connection ended, or there was heartbreak that you experienced, so now you're unsure whether this person is going to accept me or not. Even for that, I feel that the favorable outcome is entering your life, the right person is entering your life, the right connections are entering your life. And again, if there was maybe a promotion that was meant to be yours, but someone else took the credit and now you feel disappointed, I feel even there you are getting your due recognition. As I mentioned with the Six of Wands card, that things that are meant for you, they will enter your life, they will not pass you by. So have that faith, have that conviction that what's meant for you is going to find you. And as I mentioned, don't if you look at this card specifically, we have this arm that is reaching out from beneath the water, which is trying to hold this person down, which is trying to hold this character and pull the character down into the water too. So one thing to be very careful about in the month of February is to not let your emotions control you, not let the emotions get the best out of you. Have a foot in reality, step outside of your emotions a little bit, look at the situation objectively, look at the situation a bit pragmatically, and you might realize that there is still this favorable opportunity right around the corner. And the very final card, and this I'm seeing in terms of how the month is going to end, for that we have the Nine of Coins or the Nine of Pentacles. And this is a card full of abundance, full of growth, full of such vitality, and it's such a promising future that I see. I feel that the month is going to start off a little unsteadily. You are finding your grounding, then whatever is due for you is coming your way. You are getting the recognition that is meant for you. There might be some emotional turmoil taking place, but make sure to stay above this water. This water energy in both the cards, there is this sense of stepping above the water. So, not letting your emotions overpower you. Be pragmatic in this situation. And finally, ending with success, ending with abundance, with prosperity. I feel that as long as you don't let these emotions pull you down, you are, and you keep working towards whatever it is that you desire, you are getting all the results that are meant for you. And with that, I'm also going to pull out some angel messages for you, some cards for you. So We might get a yes or no answer, we might get a specific timing, or we might get certain angel messages. So I'll pull out one card for general, for your love and relationships, and for your career. So whatever message is meant for pile 1, what messages this pile 1 need to hear? General guidance for pile number 1, please, Spirit. We have improving health. So if there are any health issues that you have been dealing with, or if you know, if your health has affected your well-being in the past couple of months, the past month, past few weeks, I feel there is this healing taking place for you. You are connecting back with your vitality, you are getting back to your optimum level of health. And it might have happened that, you know, what I was saying here, that some opportunity which was meant for you, but you weren't selected, you weren't accepted. It might have happened that you weren't able to do your best because of certain health issues. So if that is something that you were facing, um, definitely there's a sign coming forward for improving health. And again, health does not just mean absence of diseases. It's, or you know, it doesn't just mean that there are there's no disease or there's nothing of that sort to worry about. Rather, health is also about moving towards well-being. So I feel that the month of February is also going to be a good time for you to look at other practices, other habits that you can inculcate about healthy living, about improving your lifestyle, or certain changes that you want to make. And you know, sometimes what happens is, as the year begins, we set out all of these new year resolutions for ourselves. We create all these big plans for ourselves, but we are not able to sustain that momentum. And after a while, even if we fail to do it for a day or two, and we are not able to be consistent with it, we entirely give up on that. And that's why a lot of people, in the beginning of the year, there is this enthusiasm to work on our resolutions, especially to work on our health, whether it's things like going to the gym, eating healthy, improving your sleep cycle, things like that. But after a while, that momentum just slows down. So for the month of February, even if you want to start with one habit or so that will improve your health and well-being, make sure to do that. Make sure to do those things that are going to ultimately improve your health. The next card that we have is about your love life, about your love relationships. Any messages that want to come through? Spirit, what does pile 1 need to know about their love and relationships? We have another angel message coming here. It says communicate clearly. So if you are already in a connection, or if there have been any conflicts, any arguments, any difficulties in your relationship so far, and interestingly, the crystal that you chose was also this lapis lazuli crystal that talks that connects with the throat chakra. So it talks about communication. So make sure, if there is something that hasn't been said out loud, something that, you know, if just by communication if things could be resolved, make sure to do that. Make sure to not hold back on your communication. Let the other person know your true feelings and desires. And if you are single, and if you're wanting to initiate a relationship with someone, be honest about your feelings, communicate your feelings with that person. It might happen that they don't reciprocate, but at least on your end you have let the person know. And I feel, because the guidance has come up to communicate clearly, I feel the outcome might be in your favor. So take that message as it resonates. See in what area of your life do you need to communicate clearly. And finally, I'll pull out one more card about your career. Any specific messages for February for pile number 1? We have this card that says no need to worry. So definitely, you know, if you are waiting for an outcome, you're waiting to hear back about something. And what I said with the six of wands, if there is something, some award, some promotion, something for which you weren't given the credit earlier, or just you looking for that extra recognition, I feel that is definitely coming for you. No need to worry. No need to, you know, like sometimes when, what happens is, you know, the concept of like attracts like. If we are in an emotional energy of feeling low, in that moment our mind, it gets programmed to think about similar thoughts that'll sustain that emotion of feeling low and feeling sad. So if you missed out on one single opportunity right now, your mind will keep replaying all the memories of past instances where something similar happened, or where you were rejected in the past. So all those memories might come back, and don't allow those memories to pull you down. Don't allow those negative thoughts to drag you down into this water. Remember that there are still these opportunities that are standing, there are still resources, there are still opportunities available. So, no need to worry. Don't let a single instance of rejection or failure or any difficult experience that you've had, don't let that pull you down. So, with that, pile number one, I'm going to end your reading. And if you want to buy any of these card decks, you can find the link below. If you buy using these links, I'll get a small commission out of it at no cost to you at all. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, you can find all the details in the description below. Please also like the video and subscribe to the channel if this reading resonated. Let me know in the comments if there are other topics you would like me to do a reading on. Sending you a lot of love, light, and power, and I'll see you in my next reading. Bye bye. Hello and welcome to your reading pile number 2. In today's reading, we're going to look at the month of February. I'm going to use the Kim Krantz deck, the Wild Unknown Tarot. If you want to buy it, you can buy it through the link in the description. So, Spirit, what is the month of February going to look like for pile number 2? We have the Seven of Swords. So there's some secret, something that is coming up to the surface. There is some sort of a reveal that is taking place. We have another Swords card coming up, Five of Swords. So there's definitely strong energies to do with communication. We have the Six of Swords. So all these strong sword energies. You might be air signs, pile number 2. Again, a swords card. I swear I'm shuffling these right in front of you. So far, all 4 cards have been swords card. Let's see. Final, we have the lovers. Oof. Okay, so all these swords card coming up, there is definitely strong signs of air energy, as I mentioned. So if you are Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius sign, it could be your sun, moon, or rising, then this is just a confirmation that these messages are for you. And you might even want to check out the specific zodiac readings for 2023. Maybe there are some messages there for you. But here, I feel that all these words energies, it tells me that on the thought level, on the level of communication, in the level of your mental well-being, there is a lot that is coming up to the surface in the month of February. Starting off with the very first card, which is the Seven of Swords. As I mentioned earlier, uh there is something that was hidden to you. Maybe someone was not entirely honest with you. It could be your romantic partner, someone in your family, someone in your friend circle, or maybe someone in your work context, your work colleagues, or someone and they held back something from you. And again, this is not something, at least for now, I don't feel this is something which is coming to you entirely as a shock. I feel that intuitively you have known for a while that someone around you is not being fully honest with you, or someone has gone behind your back to take certain decision. And just take this message as it resonates. If you intuitively have been feeling that way, then this is just a confirmation. Even with the Five of Swords, I feel that someone said something to you earlier for their own benefit, and in doing so, either they directly lied to you or they twisted the truth. So, for example, if it is in the context of a love relationship or some form of a relationship, then maybe someone was either trying to impress you or they were trying to make sure that you don't get hurt, and that's why they said certain things to you which wasn't the full truth. So again, this might not apply for all of you in this pile, but I do get a strong sense that one major blessing that's actually coming for you in the month of February is a clear, open, and honest conversation. A lot of things are starting to make sense for you. And even with the white crystal that you chose, there is a sense of a peaceful resolution. There is a sense of clarity, honest truth, and things are becoming clear to you. You are understanding the truth behind a lot of things. So that's a major blessing. Yes, there might be some hurt associated with it, but if you sort of look at the bigger picture, it's better to know the truth and get hurt instead of being happy and not really even knowing that there is something that's wrong or there is something that is not honest. So these are the it's sort of a confrontation that I feel, a resolution that's happening. So take that as it resonates. But as the month progresses, as you deal with whatever it is that has come up to your surface with the Six of Swords, I feel that you are leaving this person, this situation, this energy behind. You are understanding that this energy wasn't meant for your best and highest good, and you are leaving that behind. You're stepping into something much better, stepping into something that's going to make you so much more happier. It's going to truly fulfill you. And because even if you look at this card, there is these darker energies, all these jumbled up swords that you are leaving behind, and you're moving towards the light, you're moving towards this bright rainbow. So I feel that, or for some of you it might have happened that this revelation, this person coming out and look to you and telling you that they had lied to you, maybe this has already happened, and now you're in the energy of processing this information. Or for others this is about to happen. But irrespective of where you are at in this journey, I definitely feel that you are leaving that situation behind and moving into something much brighter, much um, connected with something that's going to make you feel happier, that's going to pull you out of these dark energies that have been present. And definitely, with the Ace of Swords, I also get another confirmation that there is this clear communication that is happening. There is such an emphasis of clarity in this entire reading. It feels like your thinking, your thoughts have been so puzzled, so chaotic for such a long while, and now there is this bright energy entering, there is this clarity that is entering your energy, that is going to make everything, like everything is going to start making so much more sense to you. And I feel that for some of you it might be in the context of a romantic relationship or friendship or some important connection in your life, because we do have the Lovers card here, which does sometimes directly talk about a romantic connection, or something that is very important to us, something that is significant to us, something that is a priority in our lives. We also have two cards coming up with the number 6 on them. So the number 6 might be significant if you have been seeing different patterns of this number around. That could be a sign for you. Or maybe the 6th month, the month of June, could be significant. That could be your the month that you were born in, or the birth month of a significant person that is in your energies. Or overall, whatever is happening in this month, in the month of February, might have a deeper impact on the month of June moving forward. And again, all these air energies, then again with the Lovers we have the Gemini sign, which is also an air sign. So in fact, all of these cards here represent the air sign, the swords suit. So I feel there is clarity that is happening for you. Your perspective on certain things are, it's changing, it's shifting. You are gaining clarity, you are able to see a specific situation in a new way. And I feel that for a lot of you, you might be on the verge of ending a connection and stepping into a new one. You might be on the verge of understanding who are the true real people, true friends around you, and who are the people who have been just misusing your energies, who have been taking you for granted and going behind your back, saying certain things behind your back. So you are really having that realization about who are the people in your life that you can actually trust, who you can actually rely on, and who can be your true support system. And finally, with the Lovers card, as I mentioned, the for some of you it might happen that it could have something to do with a soulmate or a twin flame connection. Especially with this card here, I feel that there is this energy of resonance, of meeting someone or encountering someone who is so much like you, who fulfills and complements you so much. And that is such a relieving sign to come after all of these difficult, darker energies. We'll also look at some specific messages in love with the angel cards later on. But at least from these tarot cards and the white crystal that you chose, there is definitely a clarity happening, an open communication that is taking place, and you're able to realize who are the actual people that you can trust in your life, who are the people that you can rely on. With that, let's also look at the angel cards that we have for you. So in these cards there might be, either a yes or no question, yes or no answer that comes up, or a specific timeline that might be of significance, or just some specific angel messages that want to come through for you. So, first, we'll pull out a general message, a general overall energy of the month. What card do we have coming up? We have improving health. And in fact, this card also came up for pile number one. So if you felt drawn to the energy of pile number one, maybe there are some messages there for you. But as I mentioned, there also there is a lot of emphasis that is needed on improving your health. Maybe if you have been feeling unwell for quite a while, it could be physically, emotionally, spiritually. If there has been this feeling of not being well, then that is improving. You are stepping into this energy of healing. You are feeling much more energized, much more rejuvenated. And for some of you, as I mentioned, the month of February overall, in fact, for the collective, this is a common experience that as the year begins, we are very excited to make certain changes, to improve our habits and really work on our health. We make all these resolutions, but as the first month gradually comes to an end, we lose out on the momentum, or we lose out on the consistency, and that holds us back from achieving our goals. So, first thing to remind yourself is it's never too late to make any changes. It's never too late to step back into certain habits or routines which might help you. And it's okay if you miss out on a day or two, or you miss out for a little while. You can always, it's never too late to start. You don't have to wait for a particular date. You don't have to wait for just 1st January to make certain changes in your life. So if there's any decision that you, for some of you, it might have something to do with your sleep cycle. If that is something that you have been trying to improve, so the improving health card here says to take that aspect a bit more seriously. For some of you, it could be other self care activities, or even reaching out for professional help if you feel that is going to be something that benefits you. But in whatever way you can work on your health, try to make that a priority for this particular month. And especially if there are difficult emotional experiences that are taking place because of this energy of this revelation that is happening for you, it might affect your emotions a lot. And during that time, you really have to stay grounded. You have to make sure that your thoughts and emotions don't get the best out of you. So make sure that you keep working on your health. The second card that I'm going to pull up is for your love, your relationships, matters of the heart, or maybe even clarifying what this lover card means for you. So, Spirit, what message do we have for pile number two in terms of love? What angel messages wants to come through today? We have the card that says take action. So take this message the way it resonates for you. What is the specific action that you need to take in terms of your love life? For some of you, this action could be about like you might be the, instead of someone else coming to you and revealing the truth to you, you might be the one who does this confrontation, who reaches out to someone and you ask that person if they were being honest with you, if their intentions about you are true or not. And for some of you, I also feel that this take action card could be about setting healthy boundaries. This could be about realizing that, as I was saying earlier, that who are the true friends in your life and who are the people who were just misusing the love and affection that you had for them. So it's time to first of all realize who these true people are, and in what ways can you mend your connection with them, in what ways can you spend more time with them, can you connect back with them again. So take that as it resonates in terms of your love life, in terms of your relationships, your connections. It could even be talking about your friendships or family. So, what is that area, or what is that aspect of your life where you need to take action? And then finally, I'll pull out one more card for your career for the month of February. What messages do we need to know about? What do the angels want to tell pile number two? All right, so we have the card of forgiveness coming up, and I feel that for most of you, this card might be directed towards self forgiveness. First of all, if maybe in the past you had some goals or some deadlines or something that you wanted to achieve in your career, in your work life, in your academic life, but for whatever reason you weren't able to perform to the best of your capabilities, or maybe there was some very prosperous career opportunity that came your way, but either you missed out on it or you weren't able to perform well, or if there's any sort of guilt that is present, any sort of blame that you are carrying, that I didn't do my best, I wasn't my best self when it came to my career, I feel it's time to forgive yourself. It's again the reminder that it's never too late to make a change, and any opportunity that's truly meant to be in your path, it's not going to pass you by. You will still have better opportunities in the future. And for some of you, this forgiveness could be directed outside of you, could be someone else that you're forgiving, sorry. So as I mentioned, that there is something coming up to the surface in terms of a revelation that is happening. So if you are if you are working and maybe you work with a team, there could be, as I mentioned, some energies. I did feel similar energies in pile number one, and a theme that came up there was some you put in your efforts and hard work, but someone else took credit for it, or you didn't receive your due recognition. So it's time to forgive that person, that whether it was your colleague, your manager, your boss, or forgive the situation as a whole. But that does not mean that you are accepting the treatment that happened. You are still standing up for yourself, but just for your sake internally, how can you forgive that whole situation? How can you, it's just a way for you to move on from that experience, so that this message with that we saw with the six of swords, that these darker energies, we are leaving that behind, and we are stepping into this energy of the rainbow. So just ask yourself, what area of your life, specifically in terms of career, what aspect needs forgiveness at the moment? As I mentioned, could be directed towards yourself, or it could be directed towards other people that were involved. So this is where I'm going to end your reading pile number two. If you want, you could find all the details about these tarot decks, these oracle decks, and you can purchase them with the link in the description below. If you use those links, I'll get a small commission at no cost to you at all. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, you can find all the details in the description below. And please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you enjoyed this reading, let me know in the comments if there are other topics that you would like me to do a reading on. Sending you a lot of love, light, and power, and I'll see you in my next reading. Bye bye. Hello and welcome to your reading pile number 3. I'm going to be using the Light Seers Tarot deck. If you want to purchase this deck, you can find all the details in the description. So, Spirit, pile number 3, how is the month of February going to look like for them? What energies are coming for pile number 3 for the month of February? We have the Empress card, definitely a very positive sign for any new ideas that you want to give birth to, or any new projects that you want to start. We also have the World card, two major arcanas coming up for you, and both of them, in fact, 3 and then 21, which also comes down to 3. So the number 3 could be significant. You might be seeing 333 around your energies a lot. We also have the Two of Pentacles. So definitely some changes happening in terms of your career. We have the Three of Wands, another 3 card coming up here. We have the final card, which is the Moon card. Number 18 comes down to number 9. So, as I mentioned, the Empress card, something that I can see immediately from the Empress energy is that the month of February is going to be crucial for you when it comes to any new idea that you have, anything new that you want to start, that you want to give birth to, that you want to nurture. And this could be you've had an idea for a really long time, and now you're actually acting out on that idea. You are creating something. It could be something to do with a creative hobby, something that involves creativity, artistic talents, or in your respective career, in your respective profession, your academic life. There is it's something that has been on your mind for quite a while now. For some of you, you might have already sowed the seeds earlier. You are now waiting for the results to come in, waiting for the fruits of your efforts to come in now. And I feel that the outcomes are going to be positive. If you have been consistently working on something, I feel that it's all going to pay off. And because it's this Empress energy and we see the imagery of the womb here, I feel this is that moment, or that aspect of our life that takes its own time to grow, and we have to keep nurturing it, we have to keep working on it. So just an example, like starting a YouTube channel, it's not going to grow overnight. It's sort of unrealistic to expect that you will get that amount of success immediately. You have to consistently keep working at it, you have to consistently post videos, and then keep working on the topics that you are uh, the content that you are preparing, and all these other things that you need to keep in mind. So again, whatever specific goal you have in your personal life, or something that you've just started or you've been working at it consistently, and sometimes what happens is when we don't see immediate results for it, it affects our hope a lot. We start questioning whether this path is even worth it or not, or we we might even question whether we should give up or not. And I feel that the Empress card being present here as your first card, it tells me that don't give up, be consistent at whatever it is that you're doing. And maybe for some of you, if you've experienced that your own self doubt, your own beliefs have held you back from starting something of your own. So now February is going to be a crucial time where you give enough consideration to this, that what is it that I want to do? And are there things such as my own fears or my own doubts that are holding me back? And in what ways can you address them? In what ways can you make sure that you work towards whatever it is that you want to share with the world? I feel that pile number three, you have a lot of talent, you have a lot of capabilities, and for some of you with the green crystal here, it might have something to do with healing in some capacity, or there is this service that you want to provide which is connected with the community, working with the people, um, or something to do with healing, something to do with spirituality, mental health, or anything else in your life that you feel is going to benefit someone else. I feel there is this immense potential within you to grow this idea, to nurture it, to see this project actually give you the results that you're looking for. And I feel that first of all, don't give up, be consistent with whatever it is that you are doing, and share your talents with the world, share your gifts with the world. The imagery of the world card here, the womb and this idea of birth, I feel that there is this immense potential within you. Don't hold back, don't, like, you almost are going to do a disservice to the world or to the community around you if you don't share your talents. I feel it's that level of potential that you have within you. So just take this message as it resonates. Ask yourself that in what area of my life am I holding back? What is this brilliant idea that I have that I know is going to grow, but I'm not able to carry it forward? And for those of you who are already on that path, don't give up, be consistent with it. You are very close to getting your results, and that is again confirmed by this world card here. It's about, it's one of the, I feel it's one of the most positive major arcana cards, that everything that you want is aligning for you. The world is opening its arms to welcome you, to welcome your talents and gifts. And I feel once you start sharing your skills and capabilities with the world around you, everyone is going to accept it. So if you have a fear, so for example, if you are an artist and you have this brilliant idea about a creative product or an artistic work that you want to share with others, but you're still, and that's something that you've nurtured for so long, you worked on it for so long, but now you're scared that will others like it, with others, will others appreciate it or not? And with the world card, I feel that you are definitely getting that recognition, you are getting that that respect. you you will find your own people, your own community, who's going to appreciate everything that you do, everything that you have to offer. So don't hold yourself back, show your true version to the world around you. For some of you with the world card, there might be significant changes that are taking place. Some of you might be traveling somewhere, starting something of your own entirely. And I feel this month of February is all about creating those changes. It's about any ideas that need to be put into practice now. For some of you, there is also a strong indication for travel. So if that is something that you're looking for, then the world card is a confirmation that that opportunity to travel or to relocate for something to do with your work or career is coming in. That's a possibility that I see here with the world card being present. And The Two of Pentacles, and this specific card, the way that I have been seeing this card is that there is a choice that you have to make between between two or more things. One of the choices is something that is more concrete. This I feel that the lower pentacle here, this lower bag on this card, is something that we are familiar with, something that is within our comfort zone, and something that we don't want to leave behind. We want to stay with this energy. And I feel this other pentacle on top, this represents something that is meant for our highest potential, something that can really help us grow so much. And we're contemplating whether to take it or not, whether to stay in our comfort zone. And I feel that spirit is here to remind you that the overwhelming message I see in this pile for you is, don't hold back, don't choose the easier way out, don't confine yourself to this bubble, don't confine yourself to your comfort zone. Choose this opportunity. And maybe intuitively you already know that I am meant for something greater. I know that I'm going to be successful if I just choose that option, if I just choose that path. So I feel this month of February is laying the groundwork for you to be able to step outside of your comfort zone and choose this better, bigger, brighter opportunity. And with the Three of Wands, again, as I mentioned, the number three is about like that you've made a certain decision and now you're waiting for the results to come in. It's about staying consistent with whatever it is that you're doing. It's about all the odd numbers are about, uh, things are might seem a little unsettled, but you're coming very close to the point of receiving that balance and receiving the desired results. So all these three numbers being present here, you might also be seeing like 333 on the clock, or just combinations of the number three. That might be something that you could have been noticing. Or if in this month of February, if that's something that you start noticing a lot, that is just a confirmation that angels are trying to communicate with you. They are trying to tell you that you are on the right path. Don't give up, be consistent with your practice, and connect with this energy within you, what you are truly capable of, and share that with the world. And with the Three of Wands, one message that I see here with this card is, looking out at the horizon, looking out at all these brighter, bigger opportunities that might be available. But again, this requires us to step a little beyond our comfort zone, step outside of what we are used to. So, are you ready to take that risk? Are you willing to venture out into the world? Are you willing to connect with your own sense of adventure? And there might be some amount of risk that is involved, but that doesn't mean that um, it's not going to work out in your favor. It will. You need to take that leap of faith, you need to take that action. And as I mentioned, there is a possibility of travel in these energies too. The final card that we have is this Moon card, which is all about reflection. It's all about taking that plunge, diving deep into your own emotions. It's about also confronting our own subconscious mind and all these fears that might be present, all these beliefs that we've built over such a long time, all this conditioning that has happened for us. And one form of conditioning, something that you've learned, that you're unlearning and relearning, is about your own capabilities, about how it's about your own ability to take a risk. And I feel that a lot is changing in this month, in the month of February, and all these feminine energies being present here. I feel that your creative power, your ability to nurture an idea and to see it evolve to its fullest potential, all of these strengths these are the strengths that you are connecting with in the month of February. And as I mentioned with the Moon card, this reflection that is taking place for you, so this deep dive into your subconscious mind, breaking old patterns, like eliminating the the irrational beliefs that are holding you back, or anything that is holding you back from your truest potential. I feel those are being addressed. And also, if you look at the card, the black and the white wolf, both of these present in this card, it sort of gives me the energy of yin and yang. It's about looking at a path holistically, looking at something and knowing that yes, even if you are to take a risk, it's not that everything will be sunshine and rainbows. You will face your challenges, but at the same time you also have the resources and the strengths to overcome those challenges. So don't let your fears overpower you. And with that, let's come to some final angel messages that we have for you. So we'll look at one general message, we'll look at a message for your love and relationships in the month of February, and a final message about career. So the first card, a general message for pile number three, we have opportunity, a message about your love, your romantic life, matters of the heart. We have peaceful resolution, and finally for your career, one final card, please, Spirit. What does pile three need to know? All right, so we have trust and all right, so the very first card that came up for you, opportunity, I feel, you know what I was saying earlier, that there is this brighter thing, this bigger, brighter opportunity, something that is going to take you out of your comfort zone, but it's going to be equally fulfilling for you. I feel that's right around the corner. You just need to say yes to it. You need to grab on to that opportunity. That's what I see with this opportunity card. And even here, if you see, there's such a windfall of such an outpouring of blessings that is taking place. There is such a bright positive energy that we see here, that everything that you are desiring, it is just falling into your lap. So take that leap of faith, which is going to bring you closer to this brighter opportunity. And in terms of your love, the energies that we have is of this peaceful resolution. So if some of you, take this message as it resonates, if you have been looking for a resolution, or maybe in your romantic connections things haven't gone in the way that you were expecting, or there was some conflict, there was some argument, I feel that is being resolved. It could be to do with your love life, your romantic connections, or even your friendships, or within the family, or any important connection in your life. I feel that the peaceful resolution, it also talks about seeing the deeper value of that connection, that sometimes we do have to make a compromise. We have to it's not about one person being right or wrong, but it's about how are you able to find that resolution for yourself. And for those of you who are single, I feel this peaceful resolution could be talking about any past fear that is holding you back from attracting a love connection into your life. I feel those fears are going to be addressed. This deep plunge into your subconscious mind, you are realizing your own true potential. You are realizing that you can't let your fears hold you back. I almost see this as a conversation that is taking place between you and your subconscious self. You are reminding your own self that your fears aren't true. Your fears can't continue to hold you back. And that is sort of a resolution that's happening for you. And finally, the card that we have in terms of your career, in terms of, the energy that we have, this trust card. If you look at this card, you will notice that we have like one version of us, and then there is our higher self, or there is some other form of protection, and then there's this final divine protection. I feel that if on any level you're constricting, or you're refining yourself in your comfort zone, I feel that you need to realize that you are protected, you are guarded, you have support in this journey. And especially here, as I shared, that if there is a talent or a skill of yours that is going to bring you success, if you just share it with the world, I feel it's time to take that action. It's time to shine brightly. It's time to let the world know what you are capable of. And as you do so, you are going to have all the support that you need in this journey. So grab onto this opportunity, have faith that there is this resolution that's going to take place, and keep having faith. Trust the universe, trust your own capabilities, trust your own skills. And with that, I'm going to end your reading pile number 3. Have a wonderful month of February. And if you also want to buy any of these tarot or oracle decks, you can find the link in the description below. If you follow those links, I'll be getting a small commission out of it at no cost to you at all. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, you can find all the details in the description below. And I'm sending you a lot of love, light, and power. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I post regular pick a card readings, and I'll see you in my next reading. Bye bye.